Hello, my fellow shadow workers. Today we're going to be looking into the third eye chakra. I am using Heal Yourself reading cards. My setup is, I'm going to take this off so you can see, is pretty much this. I have some oil burning and some full moon incense and a healing candle, and I got my vision board present. I got some wax melts burning with a calendar because I'm always forgetting what day it is. So I have a calendar there, and I have my pink Himalayan sea salt, tea light holder, another candle, some more crystals. So when we're looking into the third eye, guys, I first want to call my guides and your guides and all beings of light to assist me with this reading and healing, and that everyone watching this gets healing through their shadow work. Amen. So today we're looking, like I said, into the third eye. Now the third eye is something that I feel like we constantly have to work on, because a lot of us allow this stagnant energy, allow other people's energies to almost block our vision. And we all have blind spots. Even I, as a psychic medium, an empath, still have blind spots. And when we're doing shadow work, we need to realize that. We need to be humble. We need to look for messages and answers from God and through our prayers. So when we're looking in this shadow aspect of this third eye, is a lot of us, we go, I always talk about spectrum because it's so true. We either think we know everything or we don't think we know anything at all, and we are constantly seeking validation. So when you're doing your shadow work with your third eye, I want you guys to see where you fall in the spectrum. Some of you might be perfectly in the middle, and that is great. That means your third eye is balanced. If you're someone that is feeling like you know a little bit because you trust your intuition, but you also know there's a lot of things to learn, then your third eye is doing great. I feel emotionally. If you are someone that feels like you know everything and you need, a wake-up call, then that might be a block. It might be overactive, really. And then if it's underactive, you may feel as if you know nothing, you can't trust your intuition, you constantly need validation, which it's good to have validation. That's keeping it balanced and real. But I want you guys to see where you fall. And I want you to do a vision board of what it would look like if your third eye was activated in the right amount. So to me, this is why I'm showing you this vision board today. To me, my third eye is still needing balanced, but I feel clairvoyantly, I see visions very clearly. So I want to make sure that when I'm using my third eye, I am staying humble. And so that is the reason why I use the word witch, because I feel like a witch is someone that is constantly, being aware of her own energy, but also seeking guidance from God, from Jesus, from deities, from other light beings, such as even as we see in this depiction of my vision board, the goddess, the moon, how God created everything. So I like to keep that up there because God is the light in my life, and so is goddess. And then be a woman in business really means to me that as an entrepreneur, I want to help people really understand that they're important and that other people around them are important as well, but they want to make sure that they are feeling good about themselves. And this is why I say in that vision board, I feel like looking cute today and making money, because money's important. It's working with the root chakra. You want to feel stable, but you want to know that, you don't have it all, and it's okay not to have it all. It's okay to keep working towards goals. Okay? And it's always important with your third eye to have a vision and allow spirit to speak through you. This is why I do channeled automatic writing. And then every morning you have two choices: to continue to sleep with your dreams or get up and chase them. So really that is activating the third eye, asking God to give you the strength every morning and to give you signs from Him. So when we're doing shadow work, guys, you really want to make a vision board that speaks to all the chakras, But if you're really needing help with opening your clairvoyance, I highly suggest making a vision board that makes you feel like you are just set on fire with motivation and happiness. Okay, so when I look at that vision board, it makes me think of music and how God is always talking to me through music, through other people, through, visions with my clairvoyance. So when you're doing shadow work with this chakra, you want to make sure that you are setting a clear intention every day and that you are going to bed with gratitude and release work. And a lot of the times, a lot of us will be scared to see certain things from God because we don't want to hear it. We don't think that's the right answer. We're not wanting to see it in the way that we're expecting. So the shadow part of that, in my opinion, is someone that is wanting to see clairvoyantly, but at the same time, they're scared. So the shadow work you really need to do is ask yourself, what are you really scared of? What are you really scared of? That spirit is, trying to give you messages, and what are you scared of that the answer might be? What visions are you thinking you're going to be scared of? Because what that's doing, it's blocking that third eye. So you really want to ask Spirit, what is something that I can start out with? And this is some shadow work you can do. And you can ask yourself, and also say this in prayer. What do you want me to see today that I might be afraid of, but is needed for me to have a clear vision for growth and God's will? So I want you to answer that. And then I want you to ask yourself, why are you scared to see visions? Why are you scared to have a dream? Because it might not come true, because you might fail, because you feel like you are not good enough. And again, you're just going through all these questions and getting to the root of the problem. So a lot of the times when I done shadow work with my third eye, I feel like for the longest time with my third eye visions, I was feeling like I was making it up. I was just daydreaming, it's just a daydream. No, usually daydream is the perfect way to open up that third eye. So you want to be creative. You want to think outside the box. You want to have a dream so big and a vision so big that it scares you and that you think it might not come to be. But that is really where you're activating that third eye for messages to come through from divine. I'm going to turn on my little lights above here. Sorry, guys. See? So pineapples really represent wealth, fertility, health. It's all about, excuse me, guys. It's really about having a vision and something so mundane. You know what I mean? Like, it's so mundane. It's something that you could eat. It's something that you can have around for decoration. It's something that you can offer your guides and your ancestors and Jesus even. It is something that represents so much in one little thing. So that's what I want you to look at your third eye, is it might be something so mundane, but yet it has spiritual attributes. You can actually, if you pay attention, you can feel your third eye opening. The way I feel it is right above my eyebrow, like in between both my eyebrows, a little bit above my bridge of my nose, and you'll feel a tingly feeling. And that is your third eye activating. So I want you to work on, sorry guys, I want you guys to work on like tapping the center of your forehead. And I want you to feel the different sensations, the different energy that goes through that. Place some crystals on that third eye chakra. Work with that. Put some oil on there. Put some holy water. Really, when I put holy water on my third eye, I imagine God cleansing it and protecting it and to reactivate that so I can have messages when I sleep. So if you're someone that doesn't remember their dreams, I highly recommend using holy water. It's something that won't break you out. That is something usually easily accessed. You can get it pretty easily. Sorry, guys. I'm still going through this cold and my voice is going in and out. So you really want to pay attention to that. Work with that sensation. So now I'm going to go ahead and look through the cards and see what the message is that the cards have to bring us about this shadow work with the third eye, okay? Okay, we have one card here. There's another one. Okay, there's quite a bit out there. Phoenix rising. So when we're looking at shadow work when it comes to the third eye, where do you feel like you are restricted for a new beginning, a new vision that you have for yourself? Where are you limiting your own dreams? The Phoenix is really all about coming up from the ashes, from the Tower card in tarot, feeling like everything you've ever worked for has just been demolished and is not going to be able to be reborn. Your guides want you to do this shadow work with your third eye, to realize that it's time for a new vision. It's time for new energies, and it's scary, and there's a comfort zone, probably a comfort zone problem that a lot of us will have with the third eye. We, again, will feel like we're doubting ourselves, that it's impossible to receive this information, that we are making it up, that we're never going to see this come to pass. Sorry, guys. So you really want to ask yourself, where are you limiting your own rebirth in your third eye and in your life? Okay, and why are you doing that? And why do you feel like you're doing that? And why? So let's do an example here so you guys know what I'm talking about. So for the longest time, I felt as a Phoenix rising in my third eye, or just in my life in general, I feel very restricted because I'm attached to my day job that I've been at 10 years. And yet I made the excuse that I'm stuck. Well, why am I stuck? Because I can't find another job. Well, why can't you find another job? Because I feel like I'm just going to find jobs that are similar. Well, why do you feel that way? Because I only have experience in that. Well, why do you feel that way? Because I'm good at what I do. At least I feel that way, but yet I'm burnt out. Why do you feel that way? Because of my past circumstances, and I keep reliving the past. Well, why do you keep doing that? Because I have a lot of guilt. So when you keep going down, my biggest struggle with the third eye was guilt. Guilt that I was going to be haunted by past circumstances, past people that I've hurt, whether it was intentionally or not, which it was not. But I felt like I could not move forward. So now that I realize that I am shaping my reality and my dreams, and I can better really take apart the, sorry to say this, but the BS that I'm feeding myself. So now I know that I am choosing to stay where I'm at because I'm comfortable, because I still feel like I have to learn a lot, because it's like family to me. So see, I'm re-cleansing that vision, my third eye, for things to be brought to me an opportunity rather than stagnant energy. Okay? So, entrapment, yes, that's what I just said. Even though this was in reversed, this is really saying that I felt entrapped, not by the actual circumstances outside of myself, but internally. Okay, so where are you feeling any entrapment in your vision, your third eye? Do you feel like you're blocked? You can't see visions, you can't have dreams, you can't remember them? Where are you at with this energy? Okay. Then we're looking at letting go. So yeah, it's really about letting go of something that you feel, though I will be honest, I felt validated. I felt like I had a right to act out in a negative way because I wouldn't let go. So if I let go of that, then there's really no reason to feel trapped. There's no reason to feel like I can't be reborn and that the opportunities can't come to me. Whether they're scary or not, I could still move forward. I had that choice. So if you feel at a crossroads in your life with your third eye, ask yourself, which energies are you holding on to that you know are excuses more than actual reasons? And some of them might be actual reasons. It could be financial reasons. It could be fear of failure. That's all valid. But you have to come to realize that for so long, you can't expect to do the same thing or have the same story if you want a different outcome, okay? Or you want a different opportunity. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So this card is rejection. Yeah, so where do you feel rejected when you try to get information from spirit? Do you feel like you don't get it quick enough and you feel rejected? Do you feel as if you are overanalyzing and so you're taking the rejection wrong when it's actually spirit asking you that, yes, I hear you, I'm accepting your request, but I'm doing it in a way that you are blinded by because you are so emotionally involved that the darkness is surrounding you so thickly that you don't see that speck of hope or light. The next card, and this is in reverse, and this is say what you mean. So yeah, a lot of us are saying things out of habit. We're not really saying what we mean, and then that is a freedom in itself. So like the example I gave over here, what I'm meaning to say is that I want to move forward, but deep down, the root of the problem is I'm fearful of future rejection. I'm unwilling to grow out of my comfort zone. I'm unwilling to be a leader in the way that I need to be to move forward from this circumstance. So when you admit that to yourself, you're really healing yourself in your third eye in your communication with spirit. So that in itself is opening that communication back up for visions to come through your third eye to say, hey, I got your back. I'm going to give you the right people, the right circumstances, and the right, what I liked in quotations, test to give you the confidence to take that leadership, to take that comfort zone, and to understand that it's no longer really a comfort zone, it's a rut, okay? The last card that we have for this chakra work, for your third eye and the shadow work, is family and tribe. With this being in reverse, I feel like where are you creating what they're telling me is, it's very confusing because I know what they're saying, but it's hard to explain in words. They're showing me almost as it is like a mannequin of blocks, excuses, being around people that are not helpful, that are really reflecting your excuses or these shadow energies that you're unwilling to admit to yourself. So for an example, are you surrounded in your workplace or even at home where you feel like people are restricting you and making you feel like you can't escape? And you really have to realize that you can't blame these people. You can't blame these energies because you have in a way projected them out and called them in. Called the BS in. So now you have to relive, refresh, rebirth yourself and to say, okay, this is not my family, this is not my tribe, this is no longer my truth. And what that is going to do is it's going to allow you to release, heal, and regain a new armor, is what God's showing me, like Archangel Michael in his armor. He's going to give you a new armor and a new toolbox to handle the future and your third eye energies, to receive these messages, to not doubt yourself, to take the leadership, to let go of the BS and the old stories so that you can create a stronger vision and walk with it with humbleness, dignity, and faith, okay? And what that's going to do is it's going to draw you in new energies. You're going to be a new energy. And then you can actually have energetic, lively people and actual people rather than these mannequins of your excuses and lies and past traumas, okay? So really what you're doing is you're realizing that they are not real. They are just, emptiness. But crystals are real. Crystals have energy, okay? But I'm just trying to use this as an example, like a mannequin. You can move that. Okay, you can go around that. It's something that is not going to fight you, that is going to, slap you as you go by. It is something that is just not stable enough to withstand the energies of moving forward. Does that make sense? So God's showing me like being in a vehicle and you're passing cornfields and things. It's just simply there. You can navigate around it. So where do you feel that there is something or someone, whether you feel like it's internal or external, is preventing you from navigating around it? Okay? And then you really have to analyze how you can rebirth your mindset and your ability to create change within yourself and thus creating the change outside of yourself. I do hope this makes sense. I'm wishing you guys great shadow work time. If you have any comments or questions or want me to do a Reiki healing for this chakra, I'd be happy to do so. If you guys are interested in more programs and courses, you know where to find me at ravenhope.weebly.com. And I would really like to see your guys' work with this if you feel guided, or leave a review for the journey that you have created with this program. Many blessings.